What is up, everyone? Mercedes have just dropped their 2026 F1 car out of nowhere. I'm pissed. You're telling me it's new regulations, the 2026 season, and you drop photos online out of nowhere at 9 a.m. Americans are asleep. Brits have hardly woken up. Why? Why? What are you doing? Anyways, they started off the morning at 8 a.m. with a huge announcement, which was kind of leaked yesterday. Ahead of an exciting new era of Formula One, we're delighted to welcome Microsoft to the team. Together, we will turn data into faster insights, smarter decisions, and performance where it matters most. Apparently, this is a rumored $60 million deal for a few years. Let's have a quick little read of the article before we look at the livery itself. Mercedes-AMG Petronas and Mercedes Corp today announced a multi-year partnership that puts Microsoft technologies at the heart of the race team operations. Through this new collaboration, the company aims to drive efficiencies and innovations that will help drive performance and amplify, corporate waffle, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, the logo is right on the engine cover where Ineos used to be. So is Ineos still a partner of Mercedes? I guess we'll find out when we look at the livery in a second. This is what the new suits look like with the Microsoft logo. I like it. I like it, to be honest. It doesn't stick out right in the middle as a title sponsor. You know, Petronas right there, Microsoft right there. I think it works well. Anyways, then Mercedes, if you don't know, we're doing an online reveal. So they decided for some reason, no actual launch event, just an online reveal. And they didn't even do a video. They've just done photos. So they are going to be doing a season launch on the 2nd of February. Not sure why anyone would fucking care about that now, because they've already done their Dorian Pan announcement yesterday, which is Dorian Pan's moved up from the junior team into the main team to be a development driver. They've already done their Microsoft announcement, and they've already shown the livery. What's the fucking point of the season launch on February 2nd? We will watch it on a stream, though, but what's the point? Anyways, let's look at the livery. Now, I did look at this with my eyes half shut, so I've kind of seen it. But I don't know any... let's look. Let's look for the first time. Boom! The 2026 F1 Mercedes F1 car. Okay, front on. It looks similar to what we've seen in previous years. Wait. Before we look at it, I should have said. Before we probably look at it. What I wanted, or what I want with this livery, is I want silver to be back. I'm sick of Mercedes going away from their silver roots, the silver arrows, and going into this black look. Now, I loved the black livery in 2020. It had a great meaning behind it. It was a great special livery for that season with everything that was going on, and it looked fucking good. Then they decided to bring it back for 21, and then they binned it off for 22. Then they brought it back for 23, 24, 20. Just get rid of the black. Just go back to silver. That's what I want. But it looks like they haven't done that. It looks like there's a lot of black on the car. We've got some like zebra stripes here. Okay, let's look at the side. Let's look at the side. Okay. Okay, kind of looking like a football. No way that's the photos they put out. They chose those 3 angles to put on socials for their first post. All right, this is all nice and clean, typical Mercedes. This, actually, to be fair, I have to see the proper side angle. But remember I was roasting, I think it was Haas, how this area was just all plain white. I actually kind of like that they did a bit of a design here. So when you look at it top down, it kind of looks like it's got wings. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a skeleton. I don't mind that, actually, from that angle. Okay, let's look at a better angle. Ooh, okay. So much black, man. So much carbon. There's no way that meets the regulated amount. There's no way. Is that black and then that's carbon? I don't get it, man. Why, Mercedes? Why are you going away from your silver roots? I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Team with a number on the back.
Boring.
That is rare at the moment. Front on looks amazing as always. I love the silver. I love the black. And I love the Petronas teal all mixed in together. That's beautiful. Ooh, actually, I kind of like that. Oh, it depends on the angle, man. It depends on the angle. I love the Mercedes logo sticker bomb. In comparison to other years, that's way cleaner. I feel like the AMG sticker bomb was a bit too much. Then they had years where there was too many stars. That's like a perfect amount of Mercedes logos. I love that. I actually really like this. I think if I put my grievances aside of them doing a reveal at 9 a.m. with no video and the fact that I wanted them to be silver, I do think this is a nice livery. But it's a very, very black livery. And, like, look, that's all carbon. There's no way that meets the 50% amount. There's no way. FIA, get your measuring tape out. There's no way that's 50%. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 on this livery. I'm very 50-50. This might be my least favorite livery so far. And it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think we've had a miss yet. I've not opened this up and gone, ooh, like Haas 2022 or something like that. Like, this is a nice livery. I think I'm just very 50-50 because it doesn't strike me as Mercedes. Mercedes is a silver team. Why are they going more and more carbon, more and more black? I swear this is even more black than last year. I don't get it. The Microsoft and IWC sharing the side end plate. That just goes to show how big the end plates are. Ineos has remained a sponsor, as you can see. So wow, they got 3 big sponsors of Microsoft, Ineos, and Petronas now. Yeah. All right, what are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Let me catch up on chat now. Mr. Rubes, thank you so much for the 15-month resub. Appreciate you coming up with the tier 1. Thank you. Boring. Thank you for the sub. Really do appreciate it. Blake, thank you for the follow as well. Lol, it's not the same. Livery is the same, but they added Microsoft and fucking so-called Adidas stripes. I don't think they're meant to be Adidas stripes. There's 4 there, and Adidas is 3. They've literally just added Adidas stripes to livery. They've had the previous year. It does improve. Wait, is it literally the exact same? I really need to see a comparison now. This is the worst angle. Looks like a sea animal. Better pics on TikTok, you reckon? F1 got better photos. Why did they not reveal, bro? They just posted it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's the other thing. They didn't even give us a time. No time to build up hype to have people like myself sitting here waiting for it to drop. Just dropped it out of nowhere. Like, yeah. Anyways, I don't think it's bad. I like the livery. I think it just misses the mark of Mercedes. And I think people were complaining about Audi because they think it looks ugly. But for me, when I look at that livery, that looks like an Audi F1 car. Like, that looks beautiful. This looks decent, but it doesn't blow me away enough to go away from your Mercedes branding. Like, I don't look at that and see Mercedes. I'm not gonna lie. First thing that comes to mind when I see this is Adidas. I don't know why. It must be those fucking stripes there. But that's the first thing I think of when I look at this. And I don't see Mercedes. I know people are going to be like, how do you not see Mercedes? This has been the livery for the last 4 years. But, like, Mercedes existed since the fucking 1920s or whatever the fuck. And I don't know. This doesn't give, like, luxury car brand. This gives, like, race team. I don't know. I mean, I know they're a race team, but, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't give me Mercedes, man. It doesn't give me Mercedes. I said this last year. This doesn't give me Mercedes. Rebel had black paint and carbon too. It's hideous. I'm convinced teams can make their cars solid with no design, and fans would convince themselves they like it. I feel like this is a 5-car design. They couldn't pick one and went with all. Yeah, true. No, actually, that's a good point. The front looks completely different to the back. Like, low-key, if you cut off the back half of the car, what is that? What is that? You got a random ass teal line with some like I don't know. The front saves it. The front is sexy. The front is nice. I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very disappointed in Mercedes this year. No car launch or season launch. Their season launch is after they've done all their announcements and their car launch. So what's the point? They drop a livery in the morning at a pretty bad time for global reach with no announcement of when they're doing it. What was I going to say? They've just kind of been quiet. They've just kind of been under the radar. Same suits as last year. Their new logo sucks. I don't know. I think they're kind of missing at the moment. They're missing. ACR, Barb Diaz. Thank you for the follows. I'm surprised they didn't do an actual full live stream. Yeah. Billion dollar company just signed a multi-million dollar deal for the new regulations of cars, and they don't do a season launch. Like, what? Murder, what is up, dude? So there was no stream. Instead, just pics. Yep, just pics dropped. Just pics dropped. Top down, the stripes look like they're back of an arrow. So much for your supposed title-winning season. I know, right? I know, right? Oh, is this gonna be a championship-winning car? There's no way this is a championship-winning car. I've been watching the YouTube videos for 2 years, but never thought of following you on Twitch. Sucks for you. You've been missing out, dude. Well, welcome in finally. I don't even know what more to say. That just looks... Why couldn't the whole car be silver, man? It pisses me off. Why couldn't the whole car be silver? Mercedes F1. Let's go back. Let's go all the way back. Let's start with 2014. Let's do some comparisons here. So, 2014. Look at that. Look at that. Why all these photos such shit dimensions? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful silver. That feels like Mercedes. That feels like luxury. I don't know. When I compare it to that, it looks racy as fuck. And then 2015. Very similar again. Great vibe. Love the vibe. Then 2016. Wait, I just looked at that, didn't I? Is that the same picture? I'm confused. 2017 was an amazing year in the terms of livery. Maybe one of the best Mercedes liveries ever. Yeah, with the flag on the back, the big shark fin, the silver with the Patronus lines. Or maybe I'm thinking of 2018. No, I'm thinking of 2018. I mean, still, 2017 was good. But 2018 was fucking amazing. The silver... Why is that so zoomed in? The silver with the Patronus lines, it was just so clean. And then 2019 was a gorgeous Mercedes. This is how you implement black into your livery without it feeling like a black livery. Predominantly silver with the black gradient. So nice with that Patronus teal. And then this is where it all went wrong. Now, it went right in the sense of them doing a special livery for the season. For the black livery, with the black livery. Amazing. Again, the Mercedes sticker bomb was a bit ridiculous, but it looked nice. This car looks so dominant. But the thing is, right, you know what I'm about to say. At the time, this livery was sick because it was special. It had a meaning behind it. It was a championship winning season for Lewis and the team. It was special. Now, we've had black liveries for the last 4 out of 5 years, or 5 out of 6 years. It's not special anymore. This isn't a special livery anymore. This is just a livery. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a special livery if you rock it every single year. So, this doesn't even look that great of a livery anymore because I've seen it every year for the last 5 years. But yeah. This had a meaning behind it until they decided in 2021 to rock the exact same thing, but with this AMG sticker bomb. I actually think I prefer the 2021 livery over the 2021, if I'm being honest. But like, look how good it is from the front. The Mercedes has always looked nice from the front. And then 2022, womp womp. I don't know how they managed to fuck this up, where they made the car look like... I don't even want to look at that image. It's going to make me sick. It just got super messy. The silver didn't feel like a silver. The red was jarring everywhere. I mean, the shape of the car didn't help as well. That was fucking ugly as hell. So then they got roasted so much, they went back to black in 2023. And again, back to a full black car. What was the point? This was a good looking black. That was clean. Well, I swear that car didn't even run. Yeah, okay, I don't know what that image was. What the fuck? That was a clean looking black. But on the actual car, I don't know, the cars maybe just ruined this livery a little bit. And then 2024, I was so glad they brought the silver back. 2024 was clean. And then 2025, again, bringing the silver back. Yeah. I think 2024 wins in the recent years. What the fuck? Shut up. Okay, wait, so comparing the two. Right, so the fronts basically stayed the exact same. Yeah, so front's the exact same. The rear wing is the exact same. This part here is the exact same. So all that's changed is they've cleaned up the sticker bomb, which is great. Okay, improvement. And then they've got rid of this silver, which was pretty jarring the way it cut. And added these Adidas lines. I'm not gonna lie, it is an improvement on last year. I think it's an improvement on last year, but we've gone further away from Mercedes silver than last year. But you cannot look at that. You cannot look at that and be like, that is better looking. The silver and the black work so well in 2024. I don't know. I have to, okay. I have a problem with this. I reckon this is going to look dog shit in real life because we were just looking at the Google images, right? Notice how all the ones, all the pictures of the black livery on the car looked bad. But in the renders, it looked good. So I'm worried that this is going to look decent in the renders. I'm not even blown away by it in the renders. But I reckon it's going to look decent in the renders. And as soon as we see it on track, it's going to look poo. Like the black isn't going to reflect nicely. Yeah. I think it's going to be on track later today, so we have to see. But yeah, I don't reckon this is going to look that good IRL. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think it's safe to say this is my least favorite livery of the year so far. It just doesn't blow my socks off. It's not enough of a change from last year, and I never really liked the Mercedes liveries the last couple years anyway. I mean, that's good looking, but we'll have to see what it looks like on the car. Actually, maybe I've changed my mind. Maybe this is better because it's more silver. Why is there so much black, man? I'm so sick of Mercedes not being a silver team. The 2023 delivery is so good that with the color green and the blue for the drivers. Well, they didn't do that in the NDM. They didn't do that in the end. Alpine 2026 car on track. 25 was way better. Least, sadly, Audi looks worse. Hell no. Audi is fresh. Those colors are nuts. Are you going to be live for the Ferrari launch tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow Ferrari launch is in the morning. And we've also got Alpine afterwards as well. So we're going to be watching both tomorrow. What do you think about the Red Bull livery? Best livery of the season. Horse Fighter. What is up, dude? Rating out of 10. So far, my rough ratings is Red Bull 10. I personally give Audi an 8. V-Carb 7. Haas 7. I think this is a 6. Yeah, I think this is a 6. It's not bad. It's just like I'm gonna look at it and I'll be like, oh, cool, yeah, nice. Like it doesn't blow me away. Like it's just their same livery, but I don't know if I want to say. I don't know. It's just been messy. The Mercedes livery's been way too messy. Like sponsor, all placed ugly as fuck with the sticker bomb. The Petronas intrudes on this teal line. It's just messy, man. It's just messy. Messy. Kind of messy. Top down stripes look like back of an arrow. I saw someone mention that before. Ah, yeah, that's kind of cool. Like an arrow. Yeah, I like that. Shame you only see the car from the top down and helicopter cam. But that's still cool though. Too much black carbon fiber under the Petronas, such an L from Mercedes. Yeah, I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. I think as well, like you've just dropped the livery out of nowhere. No hype, no video. How has Mercedes had a worse reveal than Haas? Like what? are we doing, Mercedes? I don't know. I've been saying this for most of the car launches, but like, who runs these teams? Who runs these teams? Who thought it was a good idea? You know what? Let's post pictures online without a video. That will be super hype. And then we're going to have a season launch in 2 weeks' time after all our announcements are already out. Imagine the season launch. Imagine if they did a car launch or season launch, right? Stream opens up. We're going to do an interview with Dorian Pan, and today we're excited to announce that she is now our development driver. Whoa, that's sick! Now, before we show you the livery, we've got a new brand coming on board, Microsoft. Woo! And then the drivers come out with their suits. Woo! And then they show their car. Woo! Why? Why didn't you do that event in 2 weeks' time? Focus more on performance on track than some massive event and be shit on track. Marketing have nothing to do with the on-track performance. How is a staff member focusing on making a good season launch going to affect the engine department who's at the factory and probably wouldn't even watch the live stream? That is not an excuse not to do an event. We focus on performance. Really? Well, what's your marketing team doing then? Did they just sit around for the last fucking 2 months? What have they been doing? I think because of testing, they were just lazy to make another livery. Maybe. I mean, they could have just rocked a black livery for testing. Yeah. Bullshit marketing team has car whispers. Everyone knows that. Wait, what? Imagine this car porpoising like 2022. Which of the remaining teams are your expectations highest and lowest for? We'll talk about that in a second. We'll stay on Mercedes for a little bit. Is there anything in the Discord? Get all the reactions from Barcelona's shakedown next week on Sky Sports. Everyone watch it. How's Ted's notebook doing? Okay. Okay. How do they make their shoe look better than the fucking livery? I feel like they should just chuck some sponsors on that. Mercedes, try your own ideas next time and don't copy my 2026 car from September. Wait, is he saying they use his model? I mean, that's the thing. Is there anything interesting on the car? Wait, did they actually use his exact model? What the fuck? It's very similar. What was I gonna say? Yeah, is there anything interesting on this? I mean, this is the problem, right? This has been the problem for years with the livery reveals. It's like, we're seeing a livery on a car that isn't actually going to be their car. So this livery could look absolutely banging. Absolutely banging. Or it could look absolutely terrible. Because, like, look. We were looking at it before. Look at the difference. Mercedes F1 2022. Look at the difference in the renders. Not 22. 23. Look how sharp this car looked. Oh, fuck off with that stupid photo. Look how sharp that car looked, right? But then on track. I mean, actually, that looks decent on track. But, like, front on. Like, it just looks very different to, like, the renders. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We have to wait and see it on track. So it's just so hard to even judge the livery before we actually see it on track, which makes it even more annoying to have to, like, or not to have to, but, like, to talk about them, right? Is there a driver from another series that you wish was an F1? Shane Van Gisbergen, for example. Yo, Dave Late, thank you so much for the £5 super chat, dude. I appreciate it. Ooh, and a driver from another series. I mean, I love Shane, but I can never imagine him in open wheel cars. I don't know, to be honest. The only drivers I really want to see in F1 is like F2 and F3 drivers. I'm trying to think. I mean, I'd really love to see like Alex Palou come over to F1 and just see how he can do against the F1 talent as an IndyCar driver. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I'm sure I don't have an answer, but I think it's a hard question because I just can't imagine like someone like Shane and F1, you know what I mean? But yeah, Franz Herman. Good shout. Good shout. Two sponsors showing the front end plate is crazy work. Yeah, 100%. Okay, we'll catch up on the other news shortly, but I don't know. I don't know what more to say. Like, I'm trying to drag it now. I'm trying to fucking milk this, but they've just dropped pictures out of nowhere. There's nothing to look at, and it's just a mid-livery, and it looks like their last year's livery with like 2 changes. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. T-Cry, Angry F1 Apex, I guess the follows. Adidas Puma, Timu livery. How we feel about the livery? You don't like it? It's a 6 out of 10. Like it's okay, like it's good, but I'm just not blown away. And it just doesn't feel like Mercedes to me. I feel like Mercedes have lost the plot recently with their marketing. I don't know why. Can't wait for the 3-minute, 3-second Chris reactions video. The Mercedes isn't ugly, but it's just too much on it. Yeah. It won't change much. Dorian Pan the GOAT. Big day tomorrow. Yeah, big day tomorrow for real. That's going to be good at least. 2 actual events, which is sick. People get overhyped at this stage of the process as these are high-end concepts. You might get more of an idea at testing, but won't get the car and final design until race day. Oh, for sure. Well, no. Testing is when we'll see the car unless a team pulls a Mercedes and don't test their parts. Other series driver onward bid that not gone happen. Wait, what? They're a guy in Aston Martin team. How is he not driving at the moment? Forgot his name. Oh, Dragovic. He's moved to Formula E now. It wanted to F-duct on the car. An F-duct? Generally think this was the biggest issue is too much wire and in the wrong places. Front of the car looks the same. Yeah, front of the car looks nice. At the end of the day, at least the main view of the car looks banging. Maybe it gets bumped up to a 6.5 just because of that. Front looks so nice. Why is that shark fin like almost a shark fin, but not exactly a shark? Yeah, the shark fins have been moving crazy this year. I say F1 just do an F175 type event every year since teams want to put little effort into a sport this big. It's honestly annoying seeing the reveals this year, knowing how hyped we all are. I agree. Now that we've seen, are we halfway through yet? Mercedes, Audi, Haas, Red Bull, V-Carb. Yeah. Now that we're halfway through the reveals, how do we feel? Because I was a big advocate for F175. I think there's a middle ground. I think you let the teams do their own launches for their cars and liveries, and then F175, you make all the teams do a special livery. Or, honestly, I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, Red Bull's launch was good. Red Bull's launch was good. No, to be fair, Red Bull's launch was good. There was a lot of corporate waffle, but Red Bull's launch was good. Haas, video online. Mercedes, photos online. Audi's launch was sick. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm more just like, maybe F175 should be a yearly thing. And I know people are gonna be like, F175 was good because it was special and it was F1, it was 75 years of F1. But like, who's to say we can't have a yearly event? Like, my opinion, this is what I would like. I think F175 should be the week before the season starts, / the week before first testing, whatever works better. All the teams come. They have exact same as F175, the exact same flow of how much time they have on stage. And they all come and they reveal a special livery that they're going to rock this season at some point, right? So that way we all get something new and fresh to look at and have reactions to and talk about online. And they still reveal a car and a livery that's going to be used in that season, right? But then all the teams have their own season launches and do whatever the fuck they want. If they want to post images online, cool. If they want to post, make a video, cool. But the main hype comes from F175. And then at F175, to add some extra bits to it, obviously you've got the, roasting of the drivers and like that fun of it and some performance music acts and stuff like that. But to add some more things onto that as well, I reckon you do like a few awards. So like, obviously you've got the FIA awards, but like, the only people who go to FIA awards is the media. So like you could have the driver championship, constructors championship come up on stage and get their trophy. You also give out some awards like rookie of the year, overtake of the year, defense. You do some awards and stuff like that. So it's like the F1. It almost ends up being like the F1 awards. Why is the same song playing over and over again? I think it'd be really cool. Because yeah, I think the only reason people don't like F175 is because they have this thing, this opinion that like anything that has effort put into it is cringe. Oh, Jack Whitehall was doing something new and different. Oh, that's cringe. There's a music act at an F1 event. That's fucking cringe. All the teams are revealing their cars and there's a crowd there. That's cringe. Like, it's just like, get a grip. Like, you're telling me this is better? You're telling me this is better than F175? Really? Really? The event that garnered millions and millions and millions of views online and had everyone talking for days and days and days and days is better than this team dropping a fucking random ass photo in the morning. Are we for real? At least it's not built in the dark. Get KSI to perform thick of it. I'm down. I'm down. Something in my heart is worried about Alpine's car. My expectations are generally so high on Cadillac. The Mercedes reveal today was Dorian Pan being promoted to development driver. Facts. Nothing more cringe than a motherfucker that calls everything cringe. Season launch is hype. Excited to see Cadillac livery. Hopefully they won't disappoint. 10 at once is unlimited content glitch. One day, one analysis. Yeah, but like, I was worried that F175, there was going to be too much happening. And there was too much happening. That like, there was too much to talk about. But that's why I think you do the season launches and you do the F175 on top of it. Anyways, I don't think there's much more to say. We've only been live for half an hour, but we've kind of spoken about everything to do with Mercedes already. I don't really have much more to say. Any last thoughts? And then we'll look at some other news that's come out. Ranjo, Choop is boy. Thank you guys for the follows. See you in 3 hours. Wait, what's in 3 hours? Season launch. When you say season launch is hype, do you mean like F175 season launch is hype? Mayor reveal, Mayor livery, not much to say. Yeah, what time is revealed tomorrow? We'll talk about that in a sec. Your British accent has New Zealand undertones. That's because I grew up in New Zealand, Camo Panda. Good spotting. Red Bull's livery is really nice. They cooked above expectations. Oh, for sure. The Microsoft logo sticks out like a sore thumb. Oh, I didn't even think about that. People are going to be crying about the color of the Microsoft logo. Kind of fair, to be honest. Big events will happen when new teams and manufacturers join F1, but don't think the big events from these teams will happen next year. Will just be images and possible videos. But that's not what's happened in the past. Look at 23 and 24, there was car launches. I like the idea of bringing fans together for a big event like F175. That's performance time and a few more minutes with teams and cars would be good. Giving them only 7 minutes each was not enough. I agree. Isn't it their launch stream or Lotus 2015 Microsoft logo? Not as bad as the Blue Hay. Oh, no, absolutely not. And I don't think this is as bad as the BP on the Audi either. I don't know. My eyes aren't drawn to that, like the BP or the HP. F175 would have been way better this year with Cadillac on the grid. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously the event would just be more high with new teams, which, I mean, yeah. Yeah. I don't have much more to say. I don't know what to say. I think that's it. I think that's it for Mercedes. Well done, Mercedes. Shortest lot. You somehow got beaten by Haas. I hope you feel good about yourselves for building a no hype by letting us know when it was going to drop. By dropping photos online and not a video or a stream. Your season launch is going to be dead because you've already done all your announcements. And you revealed a livery that's basically the same as last year, but changed. And I know people are going to be like, Red Bull fan talking about no change in a livery. I know there's a changed livery. But like, if you're going to change the livery slightly, it better be a fucking improvement. It doesn't feel like an improvement. I actually don't know what I prefer. Like, I like this because the sticker bomb's cleaned up. And I don't mind that design. But I like this because it's more silver. I know, we have to wait and see it on track, to be honest. We have to see if there's anything on track. Back to bed because there ain't shit to edit from this. Oh, should I upload the vid now for the second channel? I just get it done. Very German efficient launch. Very German efficient launch. You see how good Audi's was? Actually, that is... Wait, I didn't even think about this. Audi have come into the sport being like, we're not messing around. We're coming for Mercedes. We're coming for you. And Mercedes go, ah! And they drop photos. They drop photos. Audi already up 1. No, they're actually up. They're already actually up 2. 3. They're up 3. Better merch, better event, and better livery. I know people might disagree with me on the livery, but they're 3 from 3. They're up 3 on Mercedes right now. Are they going to get 4-0 them, or are we going to game 7? Replay the Audi rap verse. They're also going after Merc and the media hard for the engine. True. Are they going to beat them in the engine as well? But Mercedes better engine. We'll have to wait and see. I just want to know how long before all these liveries start changing halfway through the season. Yeah. Well, the liveries aren't going to start changing halfway through the season, but the liveries are going to look different on the cars when the cars change. If I agree with that, if that's what you mean. All right, well, guys, that is going to wrap up us looking at the Mercedes livery. I think I'm going to stay live for a little bit and scroll through Discord and look at the news and stuff. I can't decide. Do I just end the stream here and then go live later on today and cover all the news from today? Or do I stay alive now and talk about the news? I don't know. Because I feel like Mercedes... I might go live later today because I feel like Mercedes are going to go out on track later. And we've also got the Forza Horizon reveal later. So I'm kind of like, maybe I'll just go live later. And that means I can fucking actually eat and shower and feel better about myself than feeling like shit right now because I woke up and saw Mercedes reveal their livery at 9 a.m. What time is it even in America?
Ponden, how are you doing? Thoughts on Merc car?
Thank you so much for the 8-month resub, Mateo. I really do appreciate that. I am not doing well because I haven't eaten. And if I don't eat in the morning, I feel like shit. But yeah, thank you so much for the 8-month resub, and really do appreciate it. Also, Mr. Rubes, I did thank you, right? Yeah, 15 months. Thank you. Troopers Boy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Forza Horizon 6 is being revealed today, or like the gameplay and stuff like that. They revealed it while I was showering. 2 a.m. Goddamn. All right, you know what? I've decided I'm gonna go live later on today to cover all the other news, because there's a lot happening in the F1 world at the moment. There's a lot to talk about, and we'll probably be here for another hour. Plus, Mercedes is on track today. Before I end the stream, Mercedes is going to be on track today, right? Because if Mercedes is going to be on track later today, then I'll go live later today. If not, I'll stay live now. I'm fairly sure Mercedes is going to be on track, so it'll be good to go live later. What's one of those like Mercedes news accounts? Mercedes AMG F1 News. Okay, that's outdated. Someone help me here. They became Ferrari accounts? No, I saw one this morning, bro. Mercedes. Why is no one helping me in chat? Help me, guys. Yeah, I don't hate the Merc livery either, but I'd prefer the 2025 livery. It was sleeker. Bro, where's the Mercedes news account? Help a brother out. There we go. This was the one I was looking for. Yeah, here we go. This will make its debut today at Silverstone. All right, we'll go live later today. All right, guys. Big shout out to Mercedes for such an awesome car launch. New regs. Oh my God, they absolutely smashed it. What an exciting time to be a Mercedes fan. Woo! Love it. Anyways, that's going to wrap up the stream for today. Thank you for watching, joining me for 45 minutes to discuss the Mercedes livery. Too long didn't watch. Moral of the story is I think it's a mid livery. I don't think they've improved much or even at all on last year's livery. I don't like that Mercedes is going more away from the silver arrows after they finally were bringing it back, and then they've gone away from it. And yeah, just boring that they didn't do an event. They didn't do a video, at least a video to like click play and be like, ooh, no, just fucking photos online. Boring. But yeah, that is it for today's, for this stream. We're going to go live later on today, so be sure to tune in for that. But yeah, YouTube, I'm gonna end the stream there. Thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to like the stream if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe down below. I'll see you guys later on today. Oh, come join us on Twitch. That's what I was about to say. Come join us on Twitch. come join us on Twitch if you want to be part of the stream here. Because, again, we'll be live later on today on Twitch. So come join us. Anyways, YouTube. Bye-bye.